Hello, welcome back to this playthrough of Trails in the Sky. This is my first playthrough. Admittedly, I have played a not really sizable, a slice. This is a small slice before. We haven't gotten to the part where I haven't played yet. I'll let you guys know when that is. I guess I could let you guys know. I'll let you know when it happens. This is after the farm. I turned up the volume just a little bit of the game music and stuff. I think it was maybe a little too quiet, but I don't know. It's hard to say. Anyways. Yeah, I know it says like 8 hours here, but I also use the turbo button a bit. So like, I've only played 1 hour, and here it's like an hour and 44 minutes. I don't think I used the turbo button that often, did I? Oh well. So, in the last episode, I talked to basically everybody in the town, except for whoever is in the Bracer Guild. And that is now where we need to go. So we're going in. There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Ina. Good morning, Ina. Is Skara here today? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks! We'll do our best. I keep mixing up the run button and the status button. Okay, here we go. That's it. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be... Yeah, she said that. Skarzar's waiting for you upstairs. Good luck to the both of you. Just making sure I've exhausted all the dialogue now. Skarazard. The Star and the Hanged Man. The Hermit and the Magician. And last of all, inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Skara. I wonder if I should use a different controller. I was listening to the previous video, and that button press is very loud. It's not pushing in the button, it's when it comes up is what makes that sound. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. This is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. This is a rare occasion. Well, no, I read that right. Since it's my last day of training, I figured, why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. That's a long sentence, Skarzard. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out of your ears like it usually does. Get through a thick skull. Ah, Joshua! Skara's picking on me. Don't worry, Skara. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything, her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an ornament with some practice. Eventually. Probably. I guess there's not much I can do now, except hope for the best. Why are her lines so hard for me to read? Hold on a second, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Skara, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound of... Actually, I think maybe I don't have her voice down yet. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. What would you like to know about? Orbments are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbal energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz, or processed septium, installed. Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life. From lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. Wow. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the Orbal Revolution. Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. Oh, that's the X word. I betcha we are going to do all of these things. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region. The Liberal Kingdom. The Kingdom of Liberal, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Zemurian or Zemurian? I'm going to stick with Zemurian for now. Zemurian continent, and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is bound to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop orbments. Orbment technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberal in protecting its independence as it has contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Was that when the clock tower fell? Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. That's all. Let's see, since we've got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the more practical portion of your training. Scara? I wasn't listening to any of that. How is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you will be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. So, what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at a desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes! That's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful and stuff. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it! Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you will be performing. But before that, there is something that we need to give the both of you. Aina, are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two, go get one for each of yourselves. Quit wasting time and go get them. Oh, I'm wasting time. These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. A Bracer Notebook. Bracer Notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you might find and where. Why did I stumble off on these sentences? These kinds of things, trivial things, can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Crap, this sounds like it's going to be a pain. Yeah, Joshua's going to do all the work, I bet. Oh? Please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers. So get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. First, I want you to go and check the job description posted there. The bulletin board's over there. Quit screwing around and check the job description. Why did I make her voice like that? I shouldn't have done that with her voice. Ooh. Okay, training retrieval. It's long. Oh yeah, that's right. It tells you how long the mission would last. That's pretty nice. This training will involve searching the sewers beneath Relent and bringing back the contents of a chest. See Scar's art for details. And then it automatically goes in the notebook. Very nice. The Books tab of the Items menu. Accessed by configuring a Bracer Book shortcut button. I think I've got one of those. Very good. It looks like you're able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin is one of the most basic functions a bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are a ton of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. Is that so? Had a change of heart, have you? Is that so? You betcha. Well, before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What will we be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Melder's Orbital Factory and learning about how to use its services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay. How old are these kids again? 16? 17? Here's where you will learn how to use an Orbital Factory's services. At an Orbital Factory, you can modify your orbments and synthesize support quartz in order to use Orbital arts. Arts have a wide range of effects and, if mastered, can be extremely helpful. The bracer business is a pretty risky occupation, so the Guild has had a long-standing relationship with these Orbital Factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Melders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here. No problem. Leave everything to me. So, what is it that you would like to know about? Let's ask about everything. Orbments are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means that lights, airship engines, and so on are also types of orbments. However, the ones we will be discussing today are battle orbments, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. So you don't... Magic doesn't exist without orbments, huh? I wonder what this world was like 50 years ago. Since each orbment is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structures for these devices also differ for each owner. Sorry, I forgot his voice for a second. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them vary. At any rate, that's the layman's explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot is open, but the other slots must be opened at an Orbal factory like this. It'll take a fair amount of Sepith too. Sepith or Sepith? EP, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. So, I recommend opening them all as soon as possible. So, what else do you want to know? Orbal arts. Simply put, Orbal arts are magic which can be discharged exclusively through the use of battle orbments. In other words, a number of peculiar effects can be produced by using the Orbal energy stored within these mechanical devices. Since Orbal arts can be a mouthful, they are almost universally referred to as arts. Probably ought to have been called that from the get-go. Anyway, there are several types of arts, but in order to be able to use them, their corresponding quartz must first be synthesized in the Orbal factory. Orbments are also set up so that once a particular quartz is installed into a slot, the owner will be able to use those arts. The type of arts one can use also changes depending on the elemental value and the combination of installed quartz. Ah. So, maybe it's like the Jin system in Golden Sun. I don't know if you've played that. That's like the first and only JRPG outside of Pokemon that I had played before I started playing those Final Fantasy games. And this, of course. That's crazy to think about. I guess, does Kingdom Hearts count as a JRPG? Probably. Basically, if you want to use water arts, all you have to do is install quartz with a water elemental value. Water. In reality, orbments are much more complex than what I have described, but I think this information should suffice for now. Cool. Quartz are circuits made from Sepith. Sepith sounds a little cooler. I'm gonna go with Sepith. Quartz are circuits made from Sepith. Quartz have a vast number of effects and raise the owner's abilities while simultaneously making it possible for them to use arts. However, you will not be able to harness any of these effects until quartz has been installed into a slot. However, there are also fixed slots in which only a certain type of elemental quartz can be installed. This being the case, when you synthesize a new quartz, be sure to check your orbment and decide where you will be installing it ahead of time. Are fragments of septium. Maybe it is Sepith. Septium. Septium sounds cooler than septium. Sepith. I'm going back to Sepith, which are dropped by monsters. They're divided into 7 types. Brown, earth. Why did I say that backwards? Water, blue. Fire, which is red. Wind, which is green. Time is black, space is gold, and mirage is silver. Sepith can be exchanged for Mira almost anywhere, but at the Orbal factory, it can be used to synthesize quartz and to open orbment slots in which to install the synthesized quartz. Thank you. It looks like Mr. Melders has answered all your questions. If there's nothing else, then let's have you both try and use the services here. For that, you're going to need some Sepith. Oh, thank you. I got several of each type, huh? With that amount, you should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now, I want you to begin by making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular orbments. In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time elemental quartz. Normally at a shop you would be able to exchange Seteth for Mira, but for this training you will not be able to use this service. Oh, you're telling me to talk? How to talk? Quit screwing around and... Hi there! It looks like you two are doing well in your training. If you would like to modify your ordnance, please select the Modify Trade service. Oh, good work so far. If you need to use the Orbital Factory, give Freddy a holler over there. I talked to the right person, dang nabbit. Do we need to open a slot? Yeah, I don't think we're opening slots. Joshua has... oh no. These are not connected, so we kind of have to go around this way. Okay. Quartz. We need time. And... I want to give her attack. Attack seems good. I guess technically I could make some more. Make some more. But I'm good. Alright, looks like you were able to synthesize one. Next, I want you to increase the arts you can use. Now install a quartz into your ordnance so that you can use both recovery and attack arts. Look at your ordnance and make sure that recovery and attack arts are divided up between them. You can figure this out by looking at the arts and quartz charts in your Bracer notebooks in order to figure out which quartz you need to install. If you're lacking the necessary quartz, you can synthesize them. Okay. Orbment. I know he needs time, so we'll just plop that on him. Soul Blur. And giving her... is that enough? Boy, oh boy. Fire arrow, huh? My nose. It's got like this weird stuffiness to it. Anyway. This is, kind of neat. Don't have time for it right now, though. I'm training. Don't I? Maybe Estelle needs a different type of clothes. Let's make... what am I thinking? Yeah. Is this both attack and defense? Alright, looks like you've got both recovery and attack arts set up. If you balance your arts out between each other like you've done here, it should make dealing with monsters much easier. Additionally, your Bracer notebooks contain information about which quartz allow you to use which arts. If you'd like to use more powerful arts, check out the arts and quartz charts in your Bracer notebooks and find something that works for you. Alright, our training here is almost finished. Last of all, I'm going to have you open a new slot in your ordnance. The more slots you have available to you, the broader the range of choices you'll have. Since EP, which is consumed by using arts, can have its max value increased by opening up slots, it'd be a good idea to open them all up early on. Now I want you to use this Sepith and open a slot on each of your ordnance. Go ahead and decide which slot you're going to open. Great. Okay. Let's open the slot up. Let's open up this one. And for Joshua, for some reason I thought I could do it for both. Since your central slot is not limited to a particular elemental, you are free to install any type of quartz you like. This concludes your training here at the Orbital Factory. Now it's time to move on to what you've both been waiting for, the qualification test. Pardon? Did you just say test? You can't honestly tell me that you forgot about the test again, can't you? Can you? Didn't I remind you just this morning? Yeah, but that was like an hour and a half ago. Now that you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along those lines at the breakfast table. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Oh well, no sense in worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area. You mean like now? I don't know if I'm ready for it. How about a little less yapping and a little more walking? Joshua, help me. Mr. Melters, Freddy, thank you for all your help. Don't mention it. And good luck with that test of yours. We'll be rooting for you. I'm going to remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua. All your training has finally come down to this. Your qualification test will begin here. I expect to see you both use what you've learned up to this point. Understood. What's wrong, Estelle? Scara? What now? I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be a paper test or something? Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something? You just read what I said on the bulletin board not that long ago, right? Yeah, and I even made you jot down what you read in your Bracer notebooks. Unless you forgot that too. I'm pretty sure the job listing mentioned searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells yet? You got it memorized? Oh, what a relief. Oh, divine Aidios, I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such wonderful gifts as sewers. So what you're really saying is that you thought it was a paper test? No wonder you were acting all crazy back at the Orbital Factory. I can already feel the nostalgia. All those horrible days stuck in a classroom are starting to feel like grand memories indeed. Memories. I'm really starting to wonder if we'll even be able to graduate at all. What's wrong with you? Why do you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things? Alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. This is supposed to be a test, so how about the both of you try to look a little anxious, at least. Just so you know though, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I have in store for the both of you. Heh, we'll be fine. Just tell us what you want us to do and let us loose. Well, If you're so confident, then how about proving that you're not just blowing hot air with the results of your test? Anyway, as you both saw on the bulletin board, this test will be a search conducted in Rolent's sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of a chest which has been placed somewhere within that area. The layout of the sewers is extremely simple, so you don't need to worry about getting lost either. However, there are real, living, breathing monsters down there, so if you get careless and let down your guard, you will be sorry. Also, let me give you this before I forget. A monster guide. What's this book for? It's called a monster guide, and it's used to record information about monsters and other opponents you meet. Whenever you figure out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of it here and there. Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of battle, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. You've really got a good head on your shoulders, Joshua. That's some pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tip, Scara. We'll put it to good use. Alrighty then, let's get pumped and knock out this test. Let's. Don't forget though, this is an exam. We should make sure we treat it as such. Alright, we're getting to battle stuff. But before we go in... Oh, I wanted to install... Stone hammer. Should I do agility or attack? Let's do attack. Anything else? Wait a minute, still. We haven't retrieved the object. There appears to be a recovery point set up over there. Let's use it if our HP and EP become low or engaging in any further battles. Sounds like a plan to me. You know what? I'm gonna use it now. I don't need it. Oh, do I? My EP and HP is kind of low. Yeah. Let's use it. Okay, let's go. There's your guy right there. Monsters at 12 o'clock. Be careful not to let them take advantage of your blind side. Got it. You cannot be seen from far away. They will become visible as you approach them. Will change depending on the monster's engaged. I guess I didn't read these before, so I should do that. Read out loud. Of course I read it in my head. Come on. I'm reading in my head right now. A hint. Okay. Yeah. That's turn order. Attack an enemy. You can move. Oh no. It's hitting me again. This tiredness. Let's finish this dungeon. That'll be the video. That'll probably be about an hour, right? The highlighted area indicates the distance they can move. And then it right there. When it's out of range, you can't do that. So we're attacking this guy. Hut! Hut! It's too far away. So let's move a little closer. There we go, perfect. I forgot they get pushed back a little bit.
Alright, we're good to go.
We're good to go. Okay, I got his voice. Juicy bone. A bunch of bats. Okay, never mind. Here comes some more. Depending on the enemy, some physical attacks may be ineffective. Let's use arts, not physical attacks. Okay. Oh boy. Yep. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, find the weaknesses of the elements. Okay. Fire or water? Let's cook them. I'll use the water on the next bat we see. Just to see if it does more damage to these guys. Crafts, huh? Since crafts have other effects besides just dealing out damage, they're worth a shot. Roger that. CPU is gained by dealing out or receiving damage during battle. Is it the circle thing? No, it's not. You use, yeah, the CPU meter. It's like your, super meter. It's like super meter in a fighting game. You gotta use that EX. Why is this here? Oh well. Oh, that's their super. Yeah, when your meter's all the way full. Sleep. Nice job, dude.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Ugh. A chest. A reviving ball. Huh. Chest empty because of you. Nice work, hero. Here's my question. Oh, what a surprise. Another creepy thing. I wish there were an easier way to take care of them. One blow using an S-Craft or S-Break should do the trick with just about any enemy. The catch is our CP has to be at least 100 to pull off one of those moves. Yeah, that's what that is. Oh, they also ignore the battle order. So you can trigger one before like any monsters take their turn, you know? Oh, you can get multiple, huh? One, two, three, four. Ooh, we have four members in our party eventually, huh? I'm gonna go for a car now.
Here I come!
Here I come.
Let's do this! That's that then.
That's
Let's
that.
move out.
Pretty cool S-breaks. S-crafts? Pretty cool S-crafts. He's protected. So that's the treasure chest we're after, huh? If we made it this far, the rest is gonna be a piece of cake. Seems like we've got a little breathing room at least. Let's pay close attention to our battle order this time. There should be a number of ways to get more mileage out of our actions. Oh yeah, there's bonuses tied to different turns. Yeah. So you gotta watch out, like, when you're getting buffs and stuff. Alright, we're gonna do water. Let's see if it does 90. Hey. Hey. That's 105. A little stronger than fire. Okay, so out of the three magics that I've got, they're weakest against time. This guy heals based on full health, right? Ooh. Yep. You're going down, dude. You know what? Are you weak to fire? Not particularly.
We're good to go!
Ugh. Oh boy, I'm losing it. Weariness is getting to me. Small box, two of them. That's weird. There's a couple of boxes inside the treasure chest. The fact that there's not just one, but two, it's kind of interesting too. Wonder what's inside. Remember, Estelle, our mission is to search and retrieve only. I'm pretty sure looking inside these boxes doesn't fall under our mission objective. You're no fun at all, Joshua. This has nothing to do with our mission. That's what I like to call good, honest curiosity. Yeah, we're the only ones down here. We can get away with the teensy-weensy peek, right? If you feel like flunking today's test, then by all means, be my guest. Did you just say the F word? Yep. Opening one of those boxes could result in an automatic fail for the both of us. If this were a real job, the contents of those boxes would belong to the client. And as long as they were nothing illegal, we would have no right to open them. I know you're right, Joshua, but I just can't help myself. If you absolutely have to know what's inside, why not ask Miss Scara when we get back? But for now, we need to focus on getting out of here. Alright. Oh, inside the chest again? You flunk! That would have been funny. You got me. Did we beat all the monsters in here? I feel like we did. I guess I should be using the turbo button, huh? I'm ready to take a nap. Good work, you two. As a rule of training, I'm going to need to confirm the items in your possession. Yep, they're the real deal, all right. I don't see any evidence of tampering either. That was a close one. I figured she would try and set us up like that. Congratulations to the both of you. You have successfully passed your qualification test. You didn't really think something that simple would be a problem for us, did you? So, Scara, what's in those boxes you had us get? That's for me to know and you to find out after your training is finished. That's enough chit-chat for now, so let's get back to work. You two still have some things left to do. Seriously? But didn't you just say that we passed the test? You still have to learn about how to report the results of your work. I'm aware that you're both tired. Oh, 3 of us actually. But this is no time to shirk your duties. Let's get back to the guild. When is this day going to be over? Oh well, no sense in giving up when the finish line is in sight. Agreed. It seems like we're within our reaching distance of our goal. Your final training is how to report to the guild. Whenever you finish a job, it is your duty to report the results of your work to the guild. Reporting how you resolved the situation and the steps you took to get there are all part of your job as a bracer. You can report your results to the front desk of each guild branch. And as you already know now, Aina is in charge here at the Rolent branch. In addition, this is where you will be paid for your work. I look forward to seeing great things from the both of you. Now that we're here, why don't you both go ahead and report the results of today's training? Quit screwing around. Hey, you two, hurry up and report. If you've passed your qualification exam, then there's one thing left to do. When you want to report that you finished a job, please select the report option. Nice. Hey, they didn't give me any money for that. Just one lousy BP. Good job, you two. Seems like you were able to complete your objective without running into any major problems. Another thing to take note of is that depending on how you handle the job, you may see an increase or decrease in the amount of pay you receive. When you report the music of your hard work to the guild, pay attention in the form of Myers. In the form of Mira. Oh yeah. I'm crashing, dude. What do you do to report the results of your work to the guild? Pay in the form of Mira. Isn't the only thing you will receive. It's not that I'm bored. I'm into this. It's just late. And, you will also accumulate points which are known as BP, or Bracer Points. BP are an indication of your achievements as a Bracer. When these points exceed a certain value, you will advance in rank as a Bracer and be awarded with a piece of special equipment by the guild. Ooh! I get stuff for being a good Bracer. The ranks of a junior Bracer start at 9 and go all the way up to 1. Please set your sights on making first rank and work hard. Are we gonna hit first in this game, or does it carry over to like the second? Because I know this is the first of a trilogy. The amount of Mira and BP you receive will also be recorded in your Bracer notebook, so please have a look sometime later on. All that's left to do now is finalize your training. Let's head back upstairs, shall we? I'll talk to you later, Ida. Sorry about putting more work on your plate today than usual. Don't worry about it. Training new bracers is important for the future of the guild. I fully intend to work these two to the bone, in any case. To the bone? And knowing Skara, it'll involve the whip. Let me say it again. Good work, you two. You have now officially completed your entire training course. From now on, you'll be learning from your own real-world experience. Well then, 2 small boxes. Aren't those boxes the ones... In answer to your question, yes. These are the boxes you retrieved during today's test. You seem awfully curious to find out what's inside, Estelle. Are you saying that it's okay if we open them? That's right. Why don't the both of you have a look and see what's inside? Sweet. Alright, let's have a look. Dude. It's a Junior Bracer emblem. One for each of us. This crest is... So does this mean that we're... Ahem! Estelle Bright, Joshua Bright, beginning this day at 1500 hours, you are both hereby appointed as Junior Bracers within the Bracer Guild. From here on, you will work as members of the Bracer Guild to support the livelihood of those around you, defend peace, and uphold justice. Congratulations, you two, and welcome to the fold. Did you hear that, Joshua? We've become members of the Bracer Guild. So I'm a Bracer now, huh? I think the realization is only now just beginning to sink in. Come on, Joshua. You should be jumping for joy or running around and screaming at the top of your lungs like this. Look at us now, world! We did it! I don't want to yell too loud into the mic. Also, I'm tired. I'm more vibing with Joshua right now. I was happy until he made my eardrums bleed. I hate to interrupt the celebrations, Estelle, but I need to take off now. I have some backed up work that needs my immediate attention. We understand. You have been spending a lot of extra hours working us during the busy time for the guild. Before you head out, Skara, I just wanted to say thanks. Likewise. I appreciate all the trouble you've gone through for us, Skara. Don't mention it. Training new recruits is one of the Bracer's many duties. Believe it or not, I was once in your shoes a long time ago when your father, Cassius, trained me. So that's why you have so much respect for my dad, huh? There's actually much more to it than that, but I'll save that conversation for another day. As for the both of you, work hard to become full-fledged Bracers early on so you can help guide those new recruits who come after yourselves. Ooh, will we teach people in the future? And in time, I hope to see you both become respectable Bracers like your father. Anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. We're gonna talk to each other, right? Yep. I just don't get it. Get what? This is Scarazard, aka the Silver Streak, one of the most skilled young bracers we're talking about. So why is it that she holds Dad in such high esteem? He just seems like nothing more than a no-good middle-aged man who's always out doing who knows what instead of being a father. A no-good middle-aged man, huh? From your viewpoint, it doesn't come as a surprise that you would see him in that fashion. Huh? Never mind. Oh, Joshua has seen them in action, that's right. Let's hurry and head home. We should let Dad know that we qualified as junior bracers. Right. Cool. This is where I'm going to stop. In the next episode, it's going to be another hour-long episode of me talking to every single person in the town. And it's going to be great. I'm going to love it. I'm going to yawn quite a few times. But that's not out of boredom. Monster guy. The dirty rats. These are rats? And those are moths? For some reason I thought they were bats. Okay. Yeah. We're done. 239. Yeah, that seems accurate. Cool. Well then. Yeah, like I said, next time we are going to be talking to everybody in the town again, seeing how things have progressed as we were training. We gotta buy a newspaper from that general store, and then we gotta go home, talk to Dad, and then see what the next day will bring. We'll probably be doing some bracer missions. Yeah. That's about it. What else is going on? I'm still playing Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, having lots of fun, making some good progress. Final Fantasy should still be going also. It's usually up in the air whether we actually get an episode out or not, but we'll finish it. I think as of this video, we're still at Final Fantasy 2. But yeah, that's what's going on this channel. Next time, I said it in the description of the last video, but I don't know if these will be weekly. These videos will happen when they happen, I suppose. Just because, like, this is when I have extra time in the week, and I had extra time this week, so hopefully I'll have some extra time in the future. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.